Hi guys, I've been very quiet on social media, really focusing on deep healing work and, life. And I wasn't going to come online and speak about my situation until God guided me to. And He has guided me to speak about it now. For anyone who doesn't know, in 2020, when I was living in Los Angeles, California, I whistleblowed on public corruption between judges, lawyers, and law firms who were setting up racketeering, profiteering between all of them for kickbacks and monies. I mean, you cannot arbitrate sexual assault or ape. I don't want to say the full word because I don't want to be banned. But I mean, these judges are putting those type of cases into arbitration for money and kickbacks. And I tried to whistleblow on this because I worked at Wally's in Beverly Hills and I was exposed to sexual assault, sexual harassment, discrimination, wrongful termination, hostile work environment, you name it. I hired lawyers. These lawyers worked with the defense in ways that are so punishable by going to jail, like forging my signature, fraudulent HIPAA forms, putting me in therapy sessions with therapists that were paid by the defense. I mean, horrible, horrible things, right? And I discovered this and I whistleblowed on it. And I realized that the judge, Judge Allison D, who's now retired, by the way, was not any help at all. So then I started looking into her. And then I started looking into other judges of the Stanley Moss Courthouse. And I discovered a pattern, a very distinct pattern that anyone with a sound mind who was looking could find this pattern. And I made the mistake of saying, I'm going to tell the whole world what you guys are doing if you throw my case into arbitration. And that resulted in me almost losing my life at the hands of the United States government in ways, military grade weapons, DUs, EMFs. This is a tactic they use on whistleblowers. In my complaints that are in the court, it explains in detail with cases similar to mine supporting such. And the reason I'm bringing this up now is I moved home from California in 2021. In 2021, I started representing myself, trying to get justice for not only my employment case, but for my attempted murder, for everything else, the hacking into my phone, hacking into my computer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now we're about 4 or 5 years in. Every single constitutional violation you could think of, I've been exposed to by our judicial system, by judges that took an oath to not be at war with our Constitution. So the only thing that I'm grateful for is in these 4 years, I've done deep healing work and I know who I am in my relationship with God. We are not separate, we are one. And because I know that God is the presence sustaining me, I cannot fail. But now we're at a point where I have 3 pending cases. I've mastered how to write briefs. They've given me 4 years to got a phone call trying to disrupt me. Anyways, I'm going to give you the 3 cases. I'm going to do a full YouTube video breaking down every violation I've been exposed to. But before I do that, I do want anyone interested to look at these cases. Victor versus the state of California. This is open in the Central District Court of California. That's court case number 225-CV-04317. In the United States District Court for the District of Massachusetts, we have Victor versus the United States of America, 125-CV-11051. Then we have Victor versus Apple Inc., 125-CV-11229. These cases, these complaints that I have are very detailed. I mean, specific defendants, over 60 causes of actions for each single one, detailed factual allegations of everything that I went through and how these people did it. And in the United States District Court currently, I filed this complaint at the beginning of May, and then I filed it with an emergency TRO. That's a temporary restraining order injunction. So all the defendants F off, leave me alone, get them away from me. Those are supposed to be answered in 72 hours. I filed about 10 motions after that for a judicial notice, judicial determination. How come it's been 30 fucking days and the judge sitting on the case, Judge Allison D. Burroughs, hasn't said anything? So I look up Judge Allison D. Burroughs. There's other pro se litigants. Pro se means you're representing yourself because the court won't give you representation. They love to throw excuses as why they can't give you legal representation, even when you're making allegations of attempted murder. And there's multiple pro se litigants that accuse her of treason. And so I'm like, here we go again with this gang unit of judges denying American citizens their God-given constitutional rights for money and power and greed. So she dismisses my case. She denies every order on the same day I file a writ of mandamus. I'm saying it totally wrong. But that is in the Court of Appeals to make the judge take action. That same day, she files a dismissal. Now, how is the same judge assigned to both my cases in Massachusetts beats me. But this is not the first time I've opened a case. Judge Patty B. Saris, Judge Nathaniel Gorton, all of them work together with the First Circuit Court of Appeals, the case in California. This is my second complaint in the state of California because the first one sat on the docket for 692 days before the judge even said anything. 692 days for there to be any type of action. And then when I respond, they go silent again. Every possible way that they could deny me equal access to due process, they have done it, and it's unacceptable, and I'm going to cause a ruckus. I know how Martin Luther King and all these activists have felt when they said it's time for a motherfucking change. I've realized why God put me on this planet. I realize it's this. This is what I'm meant to do here. You are not about to deny me my fucking rights. No, if I have to scream off every fucking rooftop until I get the justice I fucking deserve, I'm gonna do that. Excuse me, Lord, for swearing. These people tried to murder me because I wanted like $50,000 in my employment case because I didn't understand legal rights and what I could obtain in my employment case. And because I wanted that, because I started to notice corruption, and because I threatened to whistleblow on it and then I whistleblowed on it, they thought that was worth taking my life. And they think now because I haven't used my social media that I have no power. Honey, I have God. I have all the power in the world. I've already won. So the Danielle Victor versus United States of America is the case about my attempted murder, gang stalking, which is also referred to as covert harassment. So I want you to pay attention to the comments section of any video I post. You'll notice that people will come, they work for the government, or they're bots from Homeland Security, whatever, and they'll talk about my mental health, how I'm unwell, how I need to blah, 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 whatever it is, because they want to diminish my story. They have been doing this from the beginning, and it's not going to work. I'm going to put everyone on to your bullshit, and any other plaintiff that sees this, that has been denied your equal rights, feel free to contact me, okay? Or don't, doesn't matter. I know for me, though, I've already won. But now God has told me the world needs to know what these judges are doing. So I'm going to be the one to tell them. You fucked with the wrong person. I think you probably fucking know that by now. So let's go. I've got my boxing gloves on, and I will go toe-to-toe with these motherfuckers until they're benched and I've got the justice and settlement I deserve. Anywho, I will make a full video on YouTube about this soon because God has put it on my chest to be loud, to use my voice, to step into the mighty I am. I have no fear in using my voice. I have no fear in exercising my First Amendment rights. Judge Patty B. Saris, Judge Allison D. Burroughs, Judge Nathaniel M. Gorton, Judge Yolanda Orozco, and all your little fucking friends, you're powerless next to God. Powerless. Powerless. Now, we're going to watch the Roman Empire fall like dominoes because you fucked with the wrong one. I'm anointed.